Good morning to one and all. Hope you're all doing good. So I'm actually on my second video this morning now. I did a next haul this morning, so you would have seen that yesterday. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. Right, nice and easy dinner for Dan today. I do not want to waste the pork, so there's not much left if I'm honest, and by the time I'm going to probably have, there's one roll left. Dan did have 3, I only managed 1. By the time I cut some off for Dan and cut some off for me roll with my juice of that. Now ideally I would have liked to have made the curry today, but like I said, I'm not wasting pork and meat, do you know what I mean, with the costs of stuff. So anyway, what I'm going to do is turn that into a little Sunday roast dinner for Dan, but without the veg. He's well happy. So, but he's not got a massive appetite today, so I don't want to bombard him with a huge plate full, do you know what I mean? So what I'm going to do is just a tiny blob of mash. He'll have some rubbish Yorkshire puds that I've got in the freezer, some stuffing that I made yesterday, and some meat and onion gravy. He wants onion gravy with it, so still a nice little dinner. Yeah, it's just making use of some stuff that we've got. Now I'm going to use the paper plate. Why are you using a paper plate? I always use chopping, well, not always, no, that's a lie. I do sometimes use chopping boards, but it gets so boring hearing it. Why are you using a paper plate? Why are you using your sink? I didn't use my sink. Anyway, I'm not going down that road. Right, anyway, so yeah, it's been a productive morning and it's still early, so it'll be nice just to get some stuff prepared. With the onion gravy, I can literally just cook that anyway, which will be good, and just reheat that a bit later, and then all it will be is just making a bit of mash. I mean, even then I can make that and put it on a plate depending on how I feel. Dan doesn't mind, it comes out perfect. Right, so I'm just going to peel. Like I said, I'm not going to bombard him. Them rolls yesterday, my hog roast rolls, were amazing. Dan opted for, sorry, I got a load of washing on, trying to get Dan some stuff done. I stripped the bed in the motorhome this morning, just because I had to vacuum pack it till the summer. So that's ready now. I can go out there. Well, I do have to wash the white sheet. So I can go out there now and change the bed and put some fresh bedding on that. Right, like I said, I'm not going to bombard him with a load of mashed potato because my portions are quite heavy, I'll be honest. So I'm just going to do the 3 potatoes. And if he gets a bit hungry a bit later on, he has tea cakes anyway, so, which he does like in an evening. Right, I think, I don't know, is there one more smaller one? See, now this is where I go silly, don't I? I'll do one more small, yeah, one more smaller one. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to make a start, then I might even make a start on the curry today. I'm trying to do chicken kormas, so 1 portion each for the day, that evening, but also then I want to make extra to put in the freezer. God, that's so lovely. I'm going to be honest, my homemade korma is banging, I tell you. And it's all made from scratch, all the spices all mixed together, everything, it's all made from scratch. There's no cheating, no jars involved. Somebody had said about me, I practically made a homemade bolognese with the, all I had to do is swap the jar for a like passata or tomato, what's that tomato stuff called? I know that, but it is nice because then you've got your extra flavours in it, and for one it's got onions. Somebody had asked whether I've got onions. They have little bits of onions in that, so I didn't need to be worried about doing that. Right, anyway, Dan loved that, and he's got still 1 more small portion to, let's say, go on a jacket potato this week. yeah, one more small portion of bolognese sauce to go on a little jacket potato this week. So done really well, that did. Right, I'm going to chop up some onions. Where's my onions? Right, I need to get that in water and rinse them. So with the onion gravy, I'm just going to be doing it in the small frying pan. It's only enough for Dan. I'm just going to have another roll. Don't even know if I'll heat my meat up. We'll see. Oh, excuse me, we'll see. Right, so I'm going to chop about 2 onions. Now, I thought I ordered red ones on the bags, because I did order some specifically for the curry this week. And then I thought this was a red bag. I always like to have a red bag of onions in the house. Seem to go through a lot of onions, we do. Just roughly chopped. Right, let's get rid of that. Do one more. Trying to pick a small one on this one. I think that's actually a lot of onion there now. It does cook down to nothing anyway, doesn't it? So right, let's get those in the frying pan. Now, also, I was wondering whether to do like a red wine gravy, because I actually have some like little sachets of red wine shoe stuff from HelloFresh. Got so many leftovers, haven't I, from meals that I was supposed to be doing. And yeah, it might make use of it. Dan likes that flavour, so I might actually do that. We'll see. Just going to be frying off in a little bit of olive oil. There we have it. So Dan's took the rubbish bag now with the smelly onion. Ooh. Right, let's go and make a start on this, and then I can start cutting up the beef. Let's put you down. So the onions are rendering down. So I've just gone and got the red wine shoe. Now, whether I only use one of these, I'm actually going to mix it in with gravy granules as well, so it's not just red wine jus. So it's got a better, it's not a better flavour, that's not what I'm trying to say. Right, anyway, I'm going to try and slice this up, because once I've made the onion gravy, I'm actually going to put Dan's slices of meat into that. So not only will it heat the meat up, but it will keep it juicy as well. I think that might be the better way with that. So cut all this fat off. Dan ate all the what's it called? Crackling. Right. Doesn't look appealing, does it? But it's fine. I need a better knife. This knife just drives me bonkers. Yeah, I can't work with that. There we go. Why was I struggling? Alright, I just got to go and flip the onions, stir the onions a minute. Yeah, that's right up Dan's street, that is. Sunday roast without the veg. Don't get me wrong, he does really like veg, but would he opt for it? Probably not. Sometimes he does. Okay. Right, I'm going to crack on and slice this up anyway. Get this ready to dunk into Dan's gravy once that's cooked down. And I need to get some for my sandwich. I am trying to cut out the bits of fat. I won't like them and Dan certainly won't either, so it's going to make some of these bits smaller. But at least we've got rid of the fat. Do you know what? Now I've got that trimmed up, I don't even know if there will be enough for the two of us. I'd rather Dan have it. I can have something else. I've got the kettle on and everything, so it's a bit noisy. I've got the oven fan on, but I'm going to add the red wine choux now. Paste. This is a paste. Now, ideally needs warming up to get it out the packet properly. We'll turn that down. It's a bit smoky. I do think maybe one will be enough. But we'll see. This is actually a really, really nice red wine choux. Alright, let's pour kettle into that. A bit at a time. I'm just going to use one of those. That will thicken up, but I haven't rendered it down yet, so to say. But I am going to be adding gravy as well, so it's not overpowering. Trying to get a smell of it. I'm like, over it. Smells nice. Thickening up now. So I'm going to keep a tiny bit back. Ow, ow, ow. Going to keep a tiny bit of meat back. Cool, that's hot. That is hot. Let me just wait for that to cool down so I can stir it properly. Ow. Right, I'm just going to add some meat now. And then just reheat this a bit later on, and it should all infuse in the flavours. I've got Yorkshire puddings. Oh, there's only two. Well, it makes use of them. Better than nothing. Just pulled out my naan breads from Hello Fresh. It's because we got sent 2 packs of this and we didn't need the second pack, so we froze them. So I'll get them out ready for the morning. Right, so I'm going to be making my roll now. I'll put that back in the fridge. That will do for a nice stew. Next time I do a stew. So last night Dan was complaining that he didn't have enough horseradish on his. I loaded his with horseradish. And yeah, nearly went through a whole jar with him. I definitely prefer that. I've really loaded mine up actually. So I would prefer anyway stuffing than meat, if I'm honest. So that doesn't really faze me to not having too much. All that stuffing, look. And I wouldn't mind, that was banging actually. That turned out perfect. Right, I'll just cut some more again. Yeah, that came out perfect. Just how I wanted it anyway. Crispy on the outside and got a nice texture in the middle. Big blob of that. Oh, I must go and put my orange on the radiator. There we go, that's my roll made for a bit later on. And good morning. It's been some time. So the first half of this video was actually recorded quite a while ago. I'm talking about making use of the pork and stuff. Don't think for a minute I'm still got that pork left over, because I haven't. Actually, we ate the whole lot of that, so that really came into use. Right, today's little task is to just sort the fridge out, throw some stuff away, and just give it a wipe down. It's not dirty as such, maybe the door under there, but yeah, I've got a few old little bits of veg in there, look. And too many sauce bottles, so that's my little task this morning. Right, I don't actually know where I'm going to put stuff while I'm yeah, I just don't know where I'm going to put stuff. I don't even know where to start, if I'm totally honest. I ideally need to just take out the whole lot of these shelves. I don't really want it on the carpet because I'm using bleach today. Haven't got kitchen spray. I do have fairy stuff. I don't think Dan's interested in them. Oh, them yogurts are out of date now actually. For some reason he brought them and never did anything about it. Like this one though. That's probably on its last leg, so I know Dan, he won't eat that now. So yeah, I need to just clear some shelves out. A lot of this was from the stuffing. When I was getting the stuffing out of the foil tray, it had a hole in the tray and it just went sort of everywhere. Anyway, yeah, let me crack on with this. By the way, this is the extra shelf I bought for this fridge, so it doesn't totally match, but it gives me that extra shelf, and it's just a little bit shorter, which is actually good because then you can get to stuff in that bit a bit better. But the fridge only actually came with 2 shelves, which that one has to be above the vegetable one. So yeah, got that off Amazon, quite cheap. So made to sort of measure. You have to make sure they sort of measure up right. These sauces, I won't even know where to start, because I know every single one we're probably going to want, and they're just going to go back in there. Quite frustrating, but now I could put them on Dan's. No, there's not even anywhere over there. Could put them on top, I suppose. That's nearly all gone. This, Dan brought this scarily good Monster Muncher pickle onion flavour mayo. Now I originally thought that was salad cream, but no, it's mayo. It looks like salad cream, doesn't it? I've not actually tried that, but I think Dan liked it. Fish and chip shop sauce, fish and chips sauce, yeah, whatever. I'm guessing it's like a tartar sauce. This, he never uses this. Sriracha, sweet sriracha. I'll ask him about that. So I do have a bit of ice at the back, which I'll be using my de-icer little spray, see if it works. It might actually just come off in one lump, actually. It usually do. I'll get the shelves out first. So I'm going to just spray it on. I've not read the instructions. Just see if it helps loosen it. So this is for a fridge, food appliances. So I have my fridge on 5.5 at the minute. Okay. I don't feel like that was the spray. That's just me picking it off, isn't it? Chipping at it. Maybe I should turn my fridge down to 5. I'll try it. There we go, got it off. Right, let's get that lot in the sink. All cleaned. Getting in a bit of a shambles though, because I need to clean these drawers now, but I need to sort the mess out, see what's good and what's not good. So the reason I'm actually doing this is because we're getting shopping tomorrow, and every time I get shopping with the fridge the way it is, I'm not able to sort of, I'm fuddling all the time with it. Anyway, I'm getting there, but you'll never believe it. You'll never believe it. Didn't get rid of one sauce bottle. Not one. Dan came in, oh yeah, I like that, I'll have that, I'll have that, I'll have that. And then the ones that were left over I needed anyway. So, oh, my cheese drawer now though. I've just cleaned the vegetable drawer, got rid of quite a lot out of that. Apart from onions and 2 peppers because they were freshly bought. Yeah, the next thing then probably is the jars. Let's see if I can get rid of some jars of like sauces, mint apple and mustard and horseradish. Nope, because I know we all need them as well. They ain't going well. Well, it does look better in here though. So all done. I've done something productive today. It needed doing, it did need doing. So all the doors all lovely. And all the fridge is lovely. So yep, did the outside as well. Yep, feel good about that. Got rid of a few bits and pieces, but really not enough. It's the jars and sauces really, but never mind. Right, anyway, at this point, I am going to call this one it. It's going to be a shorter vlog. A lot of nothing I want to say. But I do hope you enjoyed, and if not, go back to a few of my older ones. The past ones that I've been doing. I'm about to have a cup of coffee, so we'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye. Love y'all.